4,000 years ago, in the bustling heart of Babylon, gold clinked in the markets and the scent of oil and spice filled the air. Merchants shouted, slaves hurried, and chariots rolled through the dust of one of history's richest cities. And in the shade, one man sat broke. His name was Bansir, a chariot builder. His hands were calloused, his back bent from years of labor. Yet his purse was empty. Across the plaza stood Arkad, same age, same trade, same start in life. But Arkad was now the richest man in Babylon. He owned land, lent gold to merchants, and his wealth grew even as he slept. Bansir finally asked the question that echoes through time. Why do some men have all the gold while others struggle for bread? What Arkad told him would become one of the most powerful money principles ever recorded. A secret so simple that 95% of people still ignore it today. I'll admit, I ignored it too. It sounded too basic. But the day I actually applied it, everything changed. By the end of this video, you'll see why most people reject life-changing wisdom and how to become part of the 5% who don't. Bansir complained, I earn gold, but it disappears like water through my fingers. Sound familiar? That's you saying, I make good money, but I'm still living paycheck to paycheck. Arkad's reply was simple. Gold comes gladly and in increasing quantity to any man who will put by not less than 1/10 of his earnings. At first glance, it sounds like a budgeting rule. But this isn't about money management, it's about mind management. Here's what's really going on. When Bansir earned 100 gold coins, his brain immediately built a lifestyle that required all 100. New sandals? Sure. Better home? Why not? His mind had already spent it before the coins hit his purse. Arkad did something different. When he earned 100 coins, he immediately set aside 10 and told himself he'd only earn 90. He trained his brain to operate from abundance, not scarcity. This is what psychologists now call mental accounting, and it's the invisible line between wealth and struggle. Two friends graduate together, both making $50,000 a year. Friend A builds a $48,000 lifestyle, car payments, nights out, expensive rent. Friend B lives like she earns $45,000 and invests the rest. 10 years later, one's stressed, broke, and dependent. The other has $75,000 working for her and freedom on the horizon. Same income, different psychology. Bansir asked the obvious question. If it's so simple, why don't more people do it? Arkad told him a story. He once saved his gold and gave it to a brickmaker named Asmor, who promised to buy rare jewels from foreign lands. Asmor was confident, convincing, and completely wrong. He knew nothing about jewels. Arkad lost every coin. That loss revealed a deeper truth. Gold clings to the protection of the cautious owner who seeks advice from those wise in its handling. This exposes the second psychological trap. We mistake confidence for competence. Your friend hyping the next crypto? Sounds confident. Your cousin pitching a can't-miss business? Sounds sure. But confidence isn't knowledge, and energy isn't experience. In Babylon, Arkad learned to ask gold lenders about gold, not brickmakers. Today, that means get money advice from people who actually have money, not people who talk about it. Here's what I learned the hard way. The most entertaining voices are rarely the most profitable ones to follow. Wisdom doesn't shout, it whispers. And that's why most people miss it. Now comes the part that flips everything you know about money. Arkad said, every gold piece you save is a slave that works for you. Every copper it earns is its child that can also earn for you. That's not just about compound interest. It's about freedom. When you're broke, you're chained to your paycheck. You can't say no to your boss. You can't walk away from a toxic job. You can't take risks because one missed check means panic. Every link in that chain is made of dependence. But the moment you save your first coin, you begin breaking those links. Every dollar you save is a worker that labors for your freedom. And every dollar it earns, that's another worker joining the fight. When I saved my first $100 and invested it, it earned around $5 that year. That $5 didn't change my life, but it changed me. Because for the first time, my money made money. That moment shifted me from being a slave to money to a master of it. The goal isn't gold, it's freedom. And freedom begins the day your money starts working harder than you do. As Bansir looked up at Babylon's golden towers, he finally understood. The gold had never been the secret, the mind was. He'd been fighting the wrong battle his entire life. 4,000 years later, the towers are gone, but the trap is the same. The currency changed from gold to dollars, but the psychology hasn't. So here's the Babylon blueprint, the 3 eternal laws of wealth. First, pay yourself first. Take 10% of everything you earn before you spend a coin. Not for bills, not for fun, for freedom. Train your brain to live on the rest. Second, seek wisdom from the qualified. Listen to people who have what you want, not just opinions about it. The most valuable lessons often sound boring. That's how you know they work. Third, make your money your slave, not your master. Every dollar saved is a tireless worker that builds your freedom, day and night. Bonsier had a choice 4,000 years ago. You have the same one today. Tonight, take 10% of whatever you have and set it aside. Don't think of it as saving. Think of it as buying your freedom. Ancient Babylon fell long ago, but its wealth principles are still creating millionaires today. The coins have changed. The chariots have changed. But the psychology? It's eternal. If you found this lesson valuable, hit like so more people can find it. And subscribe to Wisevest for more timeless money psychology and wealth wisdom.